Today is your day, and we are incredibly proud of you. Although this day was meant to be a public celebration, we want to make it a special day for you as we celebrate your achievement.
Graduates, you are very special in the eyes of the Lord and in our eyes as well. You have been on the launch pad now for a couple of years, and the Lord is getting ready to lift you off. Are you ready to go? I would encourage you to make sure that you are taking care of all the little things in your life that you learned here from your faculty, from the Holy Spirit, from your roommates. They have specially put in the seeds in your heart, and you've got to make sure you eat those and let those develop. Read the Word every day. Read the Word every day. Pray. Be full of the Holy Spirit and bless Israel. I encourage you as you lift off and to go into orbit, wait on the Lord. He's going to fulfill you, and your destiny is going to be amazing. And we wait to hear the blessings of the Lord come back in the miracles that you're going to be sharing with us in the future. We bless you in Jesus' name.
Stay in touch.
Amen.
Graduates, this legacy isn't just for Christ for the Nations alone. It's for each one of you as well. As you go forth from this place, you are being sent out with a legacy mantle that will one day manifest itself in your lifetime and in the generations that come after you. Remember to always ask the Lord each day to pour His fruit inside of you so that one day you will genuinely be able to represent who He is to this world that so desperately needs you. It so desperately needs Jesus. The more intimacy you have with Jesus, the more the things of this world become dim in your eyes, and the more the things of God become clear.
With each major, course, and class, good seed has been sown into your spirit that will produce a bountiful harvest for the glory of God. We know that your time at Christ for the Nations has been marked by an impartation of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of Jesus through both teaching and experience. The combination of intellectual and spiritual depth that you have received will now propel you into your destiny. Graduates, you have been prepared for such a time as this.
Please remember those times that God has marked you at Christ for the Nations, whether it was in a chapel service, the prayer room, your dorm room, or walking across campus. You walked onto this campus as a candidate, and you will now leave as a graduate. And I want to say congratulations, job well done. Thank you for finishing strong.
Monumental encounters have been etched upon your heart that you carry with you for the rest of your life. The stories you will tell your children, this is the moment God met me, this is the place that changed my life. During your time at Christ for the Nations, every morning was a place to meet the Lord in worship.
And as you continue on your journey, each morning, let each morning continue to stand as an invitation to encounter the presence of the Lord. As you leave and move on, remember, always do this. 2 more minutes of worship.
Hello everybody, Will Ford here, your chair for the Marketplace Leadership Major. One, I just want to tell you how excited I am about spending this specific year with you. This was an amazing year. I believe God is raising you guys up right now to be the problem solvers for society. Your generation, they're going to be talking about you. Prophesy life. Prophesy hope to people. You guys were born for this moment.
Congratulations, class of 2020, and specifically congratulations to the class of the pastoral major. I'm so proud of you. Listen, you've walked through something this semester that no other class has ever had to walk through, and you did it. Which means then that you're fully equipped to walk through things that no one else has ever walked through. And so I just say from this point forward, listen, go in faith, represent Jesus well, represent Christ for the Nations well, represent the pastoral major well. Listen, there are generations yet to be born that I believe will rise up and say, we are who we are because there was a generation who walked through a difficult time and yet they overcame.
Congratulations on graduating from the Children and Family Major at Christ for the Nations. Well done, good and faithful servant. We're proud of you, and we want you to always remember, you are anointed. You are appointed. You have invested in good training to get yourself equipped for the work of the ministry. There is a lost and dying world just waiting for you. God is for you. He will be with you. He will help you. Go and change the world.
Hey, amazing Global Missions Major students. What a semester. You know, they say that obstacles make me stronger. And if that's the case, wow, what God must have planned for you. As we come to this final chapter, this graduation, I want you to know that I'm so proud of you. I don't know of many classes in my experience at Christ for the Nations that could have responded and transformed the way that you have in order to adapt to what we're going through today. So I'm proud to be your director. I'm proud of the effort and what you've put into all of this, and you deserve this celebration, this graduation.
I just want to say a big congratulations to the Biblical Counseling major students. You've made it. You have worked so hard and been so faithful and diligent to the Lord during this season. And I believe that He is going to just bring so many blessings your way. You are world changers. I am excited to hear the testimonies that come from your lives, bringing Christ's hope and His healing just to the entire world. I'm so excited for you and cannot wait to hear all that God's doing in your lives. Congratulations!
Hello graduates, Spring 2020 Christ for the Nations Institute. This is Derek Miller, the chair of the Creative Media major. I just want to say a wonderful, heartfelt congratulations to you for finishing your time here at Christ for the Nations. We're so excited, so happy for you. I know this semester didn't quite finish like we thought it would, but I've been amazed to see the response of our teachers and staff, and especially our students during this time. I can't wait to see what you do when you take your skills and your talents and your giftings away from this place.
Worship major, you did it. This is your graduation, and I know it's been a little bit different, but I just want to say I am so proud of you and what you've done. It's a big deal, what you've completed and what you've gone through, how you've submitted to the Lord, and how you've proven yourself faithful during this season. But from the bottom of my heart, I want to say congratulations on all your accomplishments here at Christ for the Nation Institute.
Sabemos que el tiempo que has estudiado en Cristo para las Naciones, el Señor ha impregnado en ti los valores de intimidad con Él, cultura de familia y el deseo de buscarle toda la vida. Creo firmemente que lo que Dios te ha estado ministrando este tiempo y ha puesto en tu corazón lo vas a llevar a las naciones. Primeramente lo llevarás a tu casa, a los tuyos, pero también será para que sea repartido en todo el mundo. Quiero que sepas que soy muy orgullosa por ti, muy feliz por un logro más en tu vida, y sé que este solamente es uno de muchos logros que Dios te estará entregando. Esta es una victoria que todos celebramos contigo y sabemos que Dios irá contigo a donde quiera que tú vayas.
Quiero decirte que ha sido un honor el poder entrenarte y enseñarte y prepararte para tu destino. Yo sé que Dios tiene grandes cosas para ti. Mantente pegado a Él, a su presencia, a su palabra, y Él te va a guiar en cada paso, en cada decisión de tu vida.
From the pulpit to the marketplace,
from parenthood to missions, from a city to a village, you have been fully equipped to fulfill the purpose of God for your life.
On behalf of every teacher at Christ for the Nations,
we want to say thank you for your pursuit of the Lord and desire to please Him with your studies.
It has been our joy and honor to pour into your life.
And we believe in the call of God on your life.
Sabemos que ha sido un año muy maravilloso, lleno del poder de Dios, lleno de su presencia, en donde has podido ser instruido y ahora es el tiempo de ir. Recuerda que cada mañana continuará siendo una invitación abierta para encontrarte con Dios. Y quiero dejarte con esta palabra preciosa de parte de Dios. Salmo 84, bienaventurado el hombre que tiene en ti sus fuerzas, cuyos caminos están en su corazón. Atravesando el valle de lágrimas lo cambian en fuente, irán de poder en poder y verán a Dios en Sión. Y esa es la generación que eres tú.
And many years from now, when you're huddled around your grandkids, remind them of that great scripture that says the same Spirit that rose Christ from the dead dwells in each and every one of us. Now go in that power and change the world.
Sabemos que durante seu tempo aqui no Cristo para as Nações, o Senhor gerou em você novo anseio por intimidade com Ele.
A culture of family and a lifelong desire to pursue Him.
From seemingly small moments shared in all-night readings, worship,
and prayer in your dorms to opening rally, outreaches, student ministries, and all nights of worship. Collectively, these moments are what have made your time at Christ for the Nations a place of encounter and transformation.
This one charge I want to leave with all of you graduates is keep your eyes on Jesus. He's always the main thing and always enough.
You know, CF&I is much more than just a school. We're a family. We've been together up to this time, and by the grace of God, we'll be for you and with you in the seasons to come. I would like for you to make CF&I more than a memory. I want you to make it a living foundation you stand in and from which you give thanks to Him for the rest of your days. Remember His faithfulness. Remember your living roots in Jesus. Remember what He's revealed to you of Himself. The Lord is your keeper. He will guard your going out, your coming in from this time forth and forever. We love you. We're for you. Stay under His smile.